Hello everybody and welcome back to Daytona International Speedway for the night race. We're going to be going 16 laps here today, the restrictor plate track. Here's your starting lineup for today. We got Skylar Dixon on the pole, Peter Saviano second, Andy Ball third, Kyle Thomas fourth, and Jesse Kendrick rounds out your top five. Here's the rest of your field for today. Gonna have a great race here today as we're gonna go trackside now for your starting command.
Are you ready? Gentlemen, start your engines!
There you have it, as they are now going to roll down the back straightaway. This is also the final race before the chase for the Wal-Mart Cup. So drivers are going to have to avoid wrecks, and drivers in the top 15 at least, people that are on the bubble, need to try and avoid all the wrecks that they can to get their spot in the chase. So, yeah. By the way, in the chase, everybody starts with 5,000 points as the pace car is going to pull off the field. Green flag is out and we are underway. As we already got a third line forming down below, maybe even four wide back there. Kurt Busch going to go to the outside with Jimmy Johnson and Danica Patrick, his teammate. Down the back straightaway, David Gilliland going to try and take the lead down the back straightaway as here comes Brian Vickers to the inside. 3 wide for first. Brian Vickers looks like he's going to pass on the inside with Paul Menard right behind him and Michael Waltrip. Brian Vickers moves to the outside. Now here comes Paul Menard for the lead. Still 3 wide. Coming down into turn 1. 3 wide for the lead. Michael Waltrip takes the lead down into turn 1, out of turn 2. And he's now going to move to the high side. Dale Jr. and Denny Hamlin now moving to the inside of Michael Waltrip, trying to make the move. Michael has his teammate and a car that he owns right behind him. Brian Vickers getting pushed by Brian Scott. Denny Hamlin moves up in front of Michael Waltrip to block. And he's now going to lose the draft on the inside, and here comes Kevin Harvick now. Hamlin acted like he was going to drop to the middle lane, but he almost came up in front of Michael Waltrip. Down into turn 3, here comes Tony Stewart trying to make the move on a former teammate and a former driver for him. And he's now going to take the lead out of turn 4. Eric McClure behind him, pushing him through the tri-oval. Now he drops to the inside and hooks up with Reed Sorensen. But then he moves right back to the outside, and Eric McClure now going to draft with him. Here comes Bobby Labonte, or Terry Labonte, excuse me. He's now going to try and push Tony Stewart. Here comes Dave Blaney now in that 77 Flinker Arms Ford. He's going to push the 32 now, as the 32 drops to the inside. Makes a move on Tony Stewart with Michael Annette right behind him. Terry Labonte up to a strong lead now. Here comes the 43 of Eric Almirola with Truex right behind him. Casey Mears now going to drop to the inside of Martin Truex Jr. with David Reagan behind him, as well as Eric Almirola, the leader, drops in front of Casey Mears. Casey Mears now down to the inside of Eric Almirola. He's going to try and take the lead down into turn 1 with Trevor Bayne right behind him. Morgan Shepherd now in the mix for this. He isn't running in 5th at the moment, but he's stuck in that middle lane, so he's not getting the run he needs. Brad Keselowski jumps in front of him to try and help him up to the lead. Jeff Gordon now trying to make the move on the inside of Brad Keselowski. Single file for 1st and 2nd. Matt Kenseth drops to the inside as well as Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon blocks him coming into the tri-oval. There goes the 21 as well. Casey Mears gets past now as here comes Matt Kenseth trying to make the move on Jeff Gordon. Matt Kenseth gets loose and goes to the inside with Bobby Labonte right behind him. AJ Allmendinger now jumps behind Matt Kenseth as Bobby Labonte goes to the inside of Matt Kenseth with Jimmy Johnson pushing him. 3 wide for the lead, 3 wide for 2nd now. 3 by 3 all the way to the back of the pack. Jimmy Johnson now getting ready to take the lead. Goes to the inside of Bobby Labonte. Bobby Labonte jumps to the outside trying to get Matt Kenseth's draft. Alex Bowman now in the lead with Jimmy Johnson up to his high side. JJ Yaley behind him. Alex Bowman jumps right in front of Jimmy Johnson as JJ Yaley jumps in front of AJ Allmendinger. And here comes the 51 of Allgaier. Down in the inside with Kurt Busch pushing him. Allgaier stuck up high with nobody to draft, but JJ Yaley jumps right in line between him and Alex Bowman. Kurt Busch now to the middle. He's gonna try and take the lead, but he's gonna lose momentum since he is in that suction or that vacuum in the middle. Stenhouse now jumps to the middle, gets around Kurt Busch, and David Gilliland's your leader right at this moment. Here comes the 3 of Austin Dillon underneath both of them with Michael Waltrip back behind him. Michael Waltrip going to try and get around Austin Dillon. Wrecking behind him. Big wreck. Jeff Gordon involved. Cars going down the pit lane. Oh my god. This was just, oh man, carnage everywhere. Just because drivers were trying to pit. Big stack up. 26 is involved. Several drivers involved. And drivers that are involved are taking 4 tires and fuel. And some of these crews are going to have a lot of work to do on these cars. Well, let's take a look at what happened here. Cars were trying to pit. Here comes Dave Blaney. Everybody just started wrecking behind people that were trying to pit. There goes the 4 around. Jeff Gordon with a lot of damage. Danica Patrick with a lot of damage. That's basically all that happened. People were just turning the crap out of each other because they were trying to get down to the inside and pit. But that's going to be our first caution of the day. David Gilliland, your leader, as we're going to skip through this caution. David Gilliland takes a pit stop. He's going to take 4 tires and fuel. Still your leader. Actually, no. Sorry. Oh my god. No. There we go. There's your leader. Austin Dillon, your leader. .34, David Reagan out of the race as his car took too much damage. Pace car is going to pull off here out of turn 4. Coming into the tri-oval, Austin Dillon leads them to the green flag. Green flag is out and we are underway again. RCR teammates restarting first and second. Brian Scott and Austin Dillon, both rookies in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. And now they're going to take the lead down into turn 1. Early into this second run. Brian Scott actually going to push Austin Dillon through the turn 2. He's now going to jump to the inside with Kurt Busch behind him, and he's going to leave his teammate out to dry. Going to get a side draft on him through turn 3, and that is going to ruin his run. As here comes Truex now. Trying to get underneath Brian Scott. 4 wide for third. Kyle Larson making contact with AJ Allmendinger back there. Surprisingly, they made it through there. Austin Dillon now jumps to the inside. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. takes the lead down into turn 1. Morgan Shepherd behind him, as well as Kyle Larson and Austin Dillon. Morgan Shepherd now gets a big run and he's going to try and find a way to get around Stenhouse for the lead. White flag this time by. Will it come down to a caution, or will it come down to a last lap pass? Here comes Morgan Shepherd to the inside. Austin Dillon behind him. Side by side out of turn 2. 3 wide for third. Sorry. Morgan Shepherd now getting pushed by Austin Dillon through turn number 3. Here comes Casey Kane to the inside. Morgan Shepherd comes down to block. Eric McClure now pushing Casey Kane. Casey Kane moves to the outside. Eric McClure to the inside. Morgan Shepherd takes home the win at Daytona night. This race did come to a last lap pass into turn number 1. Unbelievable. That is great job by the 87. So So Bella Bruno takes home the win. Congratulations to her. Chris Washer, Morgan McGurn, Amanda Pericles, and Andy Ball rounds out your top 5. Wyatt Warner, Christian Master Sr., Carlos Rodriguez, Kendall Anderson, and Logan York round out your top 10. Here's the rest of your results. As only one driver did not finish this race, and that was the 34 of Allie Ann. Unfortunate for her. So, we're going to take you to Victory Lane and show you just who is going to be in the chase. And so going into the chase, our first chase race is at Indianapolis, followed by Phoenix, Infineon, Talladega, and Zenjoltis for the final race. So, that's going to do it for us here today at Daytona. Hope you enjoyed this race. Just a reminder, going into the chase, the first 12 drivers will all start with 5,000 points. So only those 12 drivers will have a shot at the championship. So, we're going to take you to Victory Lane and show you who's going to be in the chase for the Season 2 Wal-Mart Cup Series Championship. From Daytona, everybody, goodbye.